So if you're making these Amazon KDP mistakes, then there's a very, very high chance that your books will fail. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what these mistakes are and how you can fix it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Sean and I've made well over 7 figures from my own Amazon KDP business. I built 2 successful KDP business and I'm still actively building my business to this day. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who's actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. So this is a book review series where I analyze and critique your books that you submitted to me and tell you exactly how to improve your sales. The first book is this one, The Heart of Wood from Dooley Carmel. Dooley, I actually remember you in the YouTube comments. You've been watching a lot of my videos, so I appreciate it. So this is my feedback on your book. I think your book cover is really nice. Obviously, this is a fiction book. What I want to see, even in the fiction genre, is your title to be a little more clear on what the book is about, right? So typically with fiction books, your book title is just whatever name you come up with, which is fine. But your subtitle is where you kind of want to explain the genre and your target audience. So it could be like a sci-fi adventure for teens or steamy billionaire romance or whatever the genre of your book, you can put it in the subtitle so that it's a little easier for your target audience to understand that it's for them. And also it helps your book rank a little better in the Amazon search results. Okay, so that's my recommendation, at least for the next time, because you're gonna change your title for this book. Now, another big thing that I see here is you do not have a ebook version, which doesn't make any sense because with fiction books, ebooks are where you make most of your money, right? Ebooks and Kemp reads. Kemp reads is when your book is read, every single page, you get paid a little bit, right? So that is how fiction authors make most of their money, not from the paperback. So your paperback price is $15. It is on the high end, and that is why you're not making much sales because most people don't really buy paperbacks. And on top of that, it is at a pretty decent price, right? It's not the cheapest thing. So, I highly recommend you create an ebook version of this and price it lower. And also you create a series of this. Typically what people in fiction do is they have their first book as a free version or a 99 cents, so as cheap as possible. And they try to get as many people to start reading the series as possible. Once they read book number 1, they get hooked in the series, your writing style, they go and buy book number 2, book number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at a full price. And so now you have a full catalog of good books that your goal is to bring as many people into book number 1 so you can hook them and have them read through the entire series. So that's when they use Facebook ads, Amazon ads, whatever methods they have. So that is something that you want to build towards, right? And the first step here is obviously, write more books, but also get your ebook version out, right? Get more reviews. Be clear in the subtitle. Those are the number 1 things that I see here that you can optimize very quickly. From here, I can't really comment on the book quality, like the content quality, but you're getting good reviews. So I'm sure your writing is good. Your book cover looks pretty good. So if you start building out a series, then I think you can do pretty well in this business. So keep going. Next book is this one, 4x4 Sudoku puzzle book for kids age 4 to 8. Animal themed 4x4 Sudoku for kids 4 to 8. This is a repetitive title that you don't need. Just cut it out. It's better to have a cleaner title. Wholesome fun with cute cartoons, educational puzzles to spark young minds. So right off the bat, your book cover is like, the images are good, but I don't like the background color. I think it's not contrasting very well. If you would have just toned down the background color to something a little weaker, I think it would have made the text, the images stand out, and the text and the images itself is pretty good. So I think it's just the background color, to be honest. Like if you had this kind of background color, right, I can see your text and images standing out a lot better. So that would probably help. If you need some book cover designer recommendations for low content books, this is a great one. I'll leave a link to this one and a couple other ones that I recommend in the description below. But she only charges $15 for one book cover. So maybe you can give it a shot and improve your book cover here. So you got 16 reviews, it's pretty decent. Your book is priced at $8.99, which is still kind of on the higher end. And your book doesn't really have anything special to stand out, right? It's not like you have a lot of reviews, more than your competitors. It's not like your book cover is way better than your competitors. And yet you're pricing it kind of on the higher end, $1 or $2 higher than what your competitors are doing. Kind of claiming to be a premium book, but you're not, right? So I'll probably lower the price, get more, sales going with Amazon ads, get more reviews going. And once your reviews go up, then I will change the price back to something a little higher. But for now, improving your book cover and also getting more reviews would be the biggest change that I want to see. In terms of how to get reviews, I'll leave a link to some of the YouTube videos that I've done on the easiest way to get reviews. All right, so the next one, what season am I in? How to find God in each one. So this book has 19 ratings, 5-star average. So your book quality, the content should be very good, right? The book cover looks pretty good as well. You know, it can improve in, I would say the font style could improve, something a little cleaner, a little maybe thicker, so it occupies a bigger space in this section. Also, your author name font seems kind of a very, you know, basic font, so I would try and improve that as well. But you got decent amount of reviews. The review ratio is good. It's been out for 2 years and it's not selling much. So the biggest reason I would say is you're just not marketing this book. I'm assuming you're not running Amazon ads. I'm assuming you're not telling people about this book. And that would be the biggest one. You know, there's not a single business out there where you can expect to make money without telling people about your products. Same as Amazon KDP. Yes, you do get organic sales, and that's why you are making organic sales here, but you have to do more if you want to make more money, right? So another thing is I will put some kind of keyword in the title. You didn't do this. Like, so people can assume what the book is about, but it would have been better if you put some kind of related keywords like Christian devotionals for women, or I don't know what your book is about, so I don't really know what the keyword is, but you get my point. Having something in the title so that it's clearer, so that the people know what the book is about. Plus, it is easier to be found in the Amazon search results. So those would be my recommendations. The easiest way to market your book is Amazon ads, and I do have an Amazon ad tutorial video. If you guys want to check it out, the link is below this video. All right, next book, Lucas and the Dragon, a book for kids 4 to 8, an original fairy tale about a dragon and mysterious magic told through rhymes. Respect and kindness, that's the key. So the title can improve for sure. Like, it's good that you have kind of the core message of the book, what the book is about, which is it's a fairy tale about a dragon that also has rhymes and also tells a lesson about respect, kindness, right? Which is good. But, you know, it's kind of all over the place. You know, it would have been better if you've titled the book something like a fairy tale book with dragons about respect and kindness taught through rhymes, or, you know, something like that, a little cleaner, right? A little more polished, but at least you do have these components of like telling people what the book is about, what they're learning, you know, especially for children, right? That's important, so that's good. You got 17 reviews and 4.4 average, so the quality is pretty good, right? You're getting good reviews. Now, one thing about your book cover is that I can tell that this is a kid, right? This is a child, but I cannot tell that this is a dragon, to be honest. Like, it doesn't look like a dragon. So maybe you can improve on that. Now, you have your book at $3.65, right? Interesting pricing here. So since this is a fiction book, what I've said earlier in this video applies as well, right? You want to build out a series. You usually use book number 1 as a hook to lead people into the other books in the series. You definitely can make money from one book. It's just a lot harder, right? That is why continuously writing out good books one after another in a series is obviously the strategy, both in fiction and nonfiction books as well. You also don't have a paperback version and an audiobook version, which just by adding it, you can make extra sales and start making more money. So those are the obvious ones. What I would do is improve the book cover, get more reviews, you know, add different formats, so paperback, audio, and then you can start running ads. And if you see potential, or if you're writing book number 2, 3, 4 in the series, then you definitely want to continue to do so, right? And once you have more books in the series, it's going to get easier and easier and easier for you to recoup your money from running Amazon ads. Because when you run ads, right, and you only have one book, the potential for you to make money is just one book. That is the max amount of books you can sell. But if you have, let's say, 4 books in a series, the potential for you, the max amount of books you can sell to the same customer becomes 4, right? So it's much easier for you to make more money from one customer and make your money back from, you know, investing into ads. Hope that makes sense. So you kind of want to think of this from a long-term perspective. A lot of people come into this business thinking, I'm just going to publish one book, see how it goes. But just having one book is the hardest time for you to make money, because once again, you can only sell one product to the same customer. If you have a bunch of books, right, in the same brand, then you have all those books that you can potentially sell to the same customer, meaning it's a lot easier for you to make money. So before you give up on publishing, you should probably publish more than just one book, right? That is my recommendation. All right, so for the next one, they just sent me a author profile instead of a specific books. I'm assuming they want me to critique on every single one, which is a lot. I'm not gonna do that, right? But it looks like this person is kind of all over the place. You know, we have books on prostate health, men's health, longevity. These are kind of related. But then we have gut health, some kind of personal development book. We have a, you know, ChatGPT book, a woman in the mirror, woman's self-help guide. So this guy is publishing a woman's self-help guide under a male pen name, and probably a fake profile as well. So it's just all over the place. And we have another AI revolution. We have Quantum Cipher. This is a fiction book. So it's just, once again, way all over the place. Like, you have to pick a niche, right? Pick one niche, whether that's men's health, women's self-help. You should probably create a new pen name for that. Maybe it's AI, I don't know, but just pick one thing and start producing good book after another, okay? And then once again, build a brand. So your men's health niche does seem to do pretty decent, right? The book cover is okay, nothing crazy good, but it's decent, it's clean, it's not horrible, right? You have some decent amount of reviews. So I would just focus on that and keep going. Our next book is Bobby XR and the Metaverse Soccer Cup, the AI Remix. So it has 3 reviews. And it's a 4 million BSR, so it's not selling at all. And it seems like this book is a book about Bobby trying to be a soccer professional, but also he wants to be a crypto gamer, or he wants to make a crypto video game for himself. So it's a book about soccer and crypto, which is an interesting combination. The biggest reason why this book is not selling is because how many people out there really are looking for a book specifically on soccer and crypto, right? I just don't think there's anyone looking for a book on soccer and crypto, to be honest. Like, it's just a whole different topic, right, into one. So, a lot of people make this mistake of coming into KDP thinking that it's better to publish a book that no one else is doing. So they start writing books on a topic, really obscure topic that no one have ever thought about, right? And they think that's good because nobody's ever done it. But it's actually a bad thing, because if no one's ever done it, then that probably means that no one really wants it, right? Like, there's a very rare chance that you are a genius that has this crazy idea that everybody actually wants, but nobody just never thought about it, right? What most likely is happening is nobody's doing it because nobody wants it, okay? So it's much better if you just publish a book on a topic that is proven to sell. You just look at what's selling on Amazon first, right? Before you go and, start creating these books out of your brain, with random ideas, you want to start searching Amazon, analyzing it, see what's selling, and then see how can I make a better version of this topic, right? Or how can I put my own twist to this book that's already selling. Okay, so find the demand first and then add your unique touch to it. That is the formula. And this one, once again, it's just a topic that no one's looking for. Besides that, you only have 3 reviews. Your title doesn't really explain what the book is about. It doesn't really make sense. Like, when you say AI remix, what does it mean, right? It should be like a book about soccer and crypto gaming or something. At least it explains the book a little bit more. Your book cover is poorly made as well. You whip this up on Canva. It has some poor AI images that doesn't go together, right? So there's a lot of things that you can improve. So if I would go and improve this specifically, make the title more clear, improve the book cover, get more reviews. But before all that, focus on identifying what the market wants, right? What books are customers buying? And then make a better book in that. Next one, Pixie's Magical Book of Color Activity Book, The Gemstone Adventure. So this is a very easy critique because it has 0 reviews. So obviously, no matter how good your book title, cover, even in a perfect keyword, if you have 0 reviews, it'll sell something, right? If the keyword is really good, but it's not gonna make a crazy amount of money, right? And also your book cover, this is something you made on Canva. It's not good. That's why if you want to make book covers on Canva yourself, feel free to do it, but you have to learn design skills. This business is easy. KDP is one of the best business out there, but it is not this easy to the point where you can whip up a cover on Canva, without learning design skills and then expect to make more than $5 a month, right? If you don't want to learn design skills on Canva, it's much better if you just hire professionals like the one I showed you earlier, that will create a much better book cover for literally 10, 15, 20, even if you're paying 50 or $100, right? If you can make $100 a month, it's worth it. So that's kind of how you want to look at this business. If you want some recommendations on coloring book cover designers, I'll leave a link to this guy right here in the description. He's a really good cover designer that can create a coloring book cover for you. So once you improve your cover, the next thing is to get reviews. But the biggest thing is this. Your book is Pixie's Magical Book of Color Activity Book. There are a bunch of color activity book out there. You have to explain why this book is better. You can do so by having a really, really nice book cover. You can literally have the same book as everyone else, but just because your cover looks amazing, people want to buy it because they just love the design. That is one way to stand out. Or you can have a book that's the same as everybody else, but just more reviews, right? And because of the social proof that you have more reviews, people will buy your book because they'll give it a chance, right? But if you have less reviews than everyone, worse book cover, then you have to show people, tell people in the title why this book is different, why they should give this book a chance. And you saying color activity book, the gemstone adventure is not doing anything. It's not telling me why I should buy this book. So you have to work on that as well. You have to work on copywriting. Our next book, a collection of short stories from my soul, 20 stories about life, love, and tragedy. So this is an interesting book. Short story niche is actually a pretty good niche. There's a lot of different sub niches within the short story niche that you can go into. And this is kind of your story, kind of like poems. It's not really poems, but you get the point. Like the vibe is the same, right? Which is interesting to me. And I think there is a place for this. I think the big issue here is the 4.2 star rating reviews, meaning that people didn't really love your book. Like they like it enough to give you some 4, some 5-star reviews, but some people left 2 or 3 stars, right? So you want to improve your writing, that's number one, or get more reviews so that the average rating goes up. Another thing I would recommend is you niche down into like stories about life for one book. Another book can be stories about love. Another book can be stories about tragedy, but niche down into it instead of having all in one. 20 stories is pretty short as well. I would add more stories to increase the value of it, or you can improve on your copywriting of the title. 20 of the best stories about life, love, and tragedy, right? Just you have to basically, show people why this book is different. Once again, why this book is better. The book cover is actually interesting as well. There is a little bit of amateur vibe to it, with especially this section right here, the first, half, the first top half, right? The text could be better, right? This section looks like you made it on Canva or something. So the text definitely can be a lot more professional, but the bottom half, the image, actually is a pretty eye-catching image. And I like that you have your heart kind of clipped out and your name is there. So by reading the description, it looks like you are 18 years old with no writing experience. So number one, I highly respect that you took action, right? You're 18, you're just getting started, but instead of just complaining that you have no skills, this and that, you actually went ahead, took action, and published this book, right? You figured it out. And I highly respect that. And you made some money. I don't know how much money you made, but you made some sales here. So you started making money online, right? You took that big first step. So from here, all you got to do is keep focusing on learning and keep improving your skills. Keep getting better at writing, learn how to get reviews, right? Learn copywriting a little bit, how to position your book better, improve on the design skills. These are things that you improve little by little over time. But I think this is a great start. But if you continue to move forward, focus on improving, I feel like you got a very bright future ahead of you. I started in entrepreneurship when I was 18 as well, and I've failed for 4 years straight until I was 22. I think it was 21, 22 when I discovered Amazon KDP, and then my life completely changed. So, you're starting around the same age as I did, and hopefully you find success very soon. But once again, this is a pretty good start. Like this book is not bad, right? You just got to improve on a few things. So keep going, and I think you will do very well. So great job. So once again, this video was me critiquing my subscribers' books. They submitted these books to me on Instagram. If you guys want me to review your books, then you can follow me on Instagram at SeanDewitt13. DM me your Amazon link and I'll feature it in future videos like this. Now, if you want me and my team to review your book one-on-one privately and critique your book and tell you exactly what to do to build a successful Amazon KDP business, just like how I did in this video, but way more in-depth, way longer one-on-one sessions. Plus, you get video courses, a Facebook community where you can interact with other people, and just a bunch of bonuses. If you want that, then you can check out my complete Amazon KDP program, which is the first link in the description below. You can book a call, see if this is a fit for you. And if it is, then you can move forward. If not, no problem. At least you talk to us. You got some insights. You got some strategies that you can use to build your KDP business even more. So if you guys want to check it out, once again, the link is in the description, as well as all the tools and resources that I mentioned in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.